Dear viewers, as mentioned in the previous video, I'm going to explain Bootstrap or responsive web design in detail in this video. Bootstrap is the most powerful and popular CSS framework to create responsive websites. And Bootstrap is really easy to use. It's supported by all the browsers, including Internet Explorer, Chrome, Firefox, Opera, Netscape. Bootstrap makes design very easier for developer and designer. The latest version of Bootstrap is 5, but people still using Bootstrap 3 and 4. Bootstrap has a lot of features. For example, Bootstrap icon, typography, forms, navigation, etc. Before jumping to Bootstrap, let us understand the history of responsive web design in detail. In early days, there are ways to design a responsive website like picture site, fluid or liquid site. So what is picture site? No matter what screen resolution the visitor has, he or she will see the same width as the other users. So for liquid state, most of the components inside the website have a percentage width, and thus it is adjust to the user screen's resolution. But with the two methods, there are a lot of issues we have faced. Before Bootstrap, there are a lot of other frameworks that try to approach to solve the issues. Bootstrap was actually developed by Mark Otto and Jacob Thornton at Twitter, and mostly it was released in open source, so everyone can use it freely. And this product has been launched in August 2011 on GitHub. But very soon this project or product it came at number 1 in those times. So till most of the companies are using Bootstrap. What is responsive web design? Responsive web design is an approach to design web pages that will fit in all the devices such as desktop, laptop, tablet, mobile phone. Responsive web design, with the help of the breakpoints and with the help of the viewport from meta tag, the entire RWD is working. So here I have given the meta tag code sample. We have to give like meta space name, and in the name we can give viewport, and after that there's something called content which you have to give. So content will be like width equal to device hyphen width. That's what the content, and initial scale is 1.0. The breakpoints are commonly based on the width of the browser. What are breakpoints? With the help of breakpoints, the entire website fits in all the possible devices, which as I mentioned in the previous screen, mobile, tablet, smartphones, all the devices. So there are multiple breakpoints available like X small, medium, large, extra large. These are the breakpoints available. With the help of this breakpoint, we can easily fit in all the devices. In Bootstrap 5 or even 4, there is a new breakpoint has been introduced that is called Excel. Earlier it was only 4, now it is 5. We can call it as breakpoints or grip tires. How to set up Bootstrap? To set up Bootstrap, there are two ways. One, you can import CDN, and second, you can download the Bootstrap from getbootstrap.com. So the best way would be like you can import the CDN. For the second one, once you download it, you have to extract it, the zip file. In zip file, you will have the dist folder. Under the dist folder, you'll be having the CSS and JavaScript. To work Bootstrap fully functionality, we have to use jQuery. So in this slide, I have clearly mentioned how to use CDN, and I give the CDN path. And to work with fully functional Bootstrap, I have given the JavaScript, jQuery, CDN path also. File structure in Bootstrap. Once we download the files from getbootstrap.com, after unzip the files, inside the folders, we used to have CSS, JavaScript folder, and fonts folder. Inside the CSS folder, we have a lot of files like bootstrap.css, bootstrap.min.css, and bootstrap.theme.css. So in very similar way, for JavaScript, we used to have bootstrap.js and bootstrap.min.js. Inside fonts, we have the glyph icons. So it will be having the icons which is available for Bootstrap. Responsive 2015. In any browser, if you press F12 or right click, inspect element, you can see the inspect element in the bottom, where you can click the toggle view button. Once if you click the toggle view button, you can see the entire browser will change into a responsive mode, where you can have the predefined views available, or we can have can do the manual responsive also available. Now we are going to create our first Bootstrap template using HTML5. So here if you see, I have been added doc type, HTML, head, title, meta tag. These are the tags I have been added. Now we are going to add one more tag called viewport. Now we are going to add CDN URL. Bootstrap needed two important tags: meta tag, which contains viewport, and CDN URL. Suppose if you are not putting CDN URL, we have to add the local Bootstrap CSS files and JavaScript files to work Bootstrap in full functionality. Now we are going to create the basic Bootstrap template by using HTML5. For that, I'm going to have doc type first. So next, I'm going to have HTML. Inside HTML is a tag. Inside a tag, I'm going to have the required meta tags. And second is meta tag viewport. So To ensure the proper rendering and the touch zooming on mobile, we have to make sure that viewport tag is available. So for that, we type space name equal to viewport. Then we'll have the content equal to width equal to the device width. Comma, one more property called initial scale equal to 1. I need to close the and see. I think there is some error is showing here. Yeah, I by mistakenly have added the one more code, so that should not be added there. It also added the end of the tag here. And now I'm going to add the body tag. So here, and before body tag, the most important part is we got to add the bootstrap CDN URL. So for that, I have the CDN URL in my notepad. I'm going to take that content, copy that one, and I'm going to add it here. Now inside body, I'm going to add the script tag. That's also I'm already having. Actually, in script tag, there are two options here. Either you can have only the bootstrap bundle or you have the popper and bootstrap name. So whichever is needed, we can have it. So I'm going to have only the bootstrap bundle.min.js. So these are all the basic HTML tags or to create bootstrap. Don't worry, here it is showing some error because all the tags are available under the settings and you can import these CDN URLs inside the settings. So it will help us to run the bootstrap. What are bootstrap containers? Containers are the basic layout element in bootstrap. It's mainly used for the system. Containers are basically used to wrap content with some padding. In Bootstrap 5, there are three types of containers are available: fixed container, container fluid, container response. In Bootstrap 4, we have two types of containers: fixed container and container fluid. So, what is container fixed? The container class to create a responsive fixed width based on the breakpoints or the screen size. What is container fluid? This will help to create full width container. The width of the fluid container will always be 100% irrespective of the device or the screen size. What is responsive container? It allows user to specify a class that is 100% width until the specified breakpoint is reached. What is grid system? With the help of grid system, we can easily create responsive layout. The Bootstrap grid system can have up to 12 columns. We can customize the 12 columns to fit for our suitable devices. So the grid classes has four grid class in our Bootstrap grid system: XS, SM, MD, LG. SS is nothing but extra small. It will fit for the phones. SM is nothing but small. It will fit for the tablets. MD is fit for the medium. It will fit for the desktop. And LG for the larger desktops. In few seconds, I will show how grid system will work. I have created these columns in different ways. That's like unequal columns. How it look like? I have created a HTML with the help of Bootstrap. Equal column, how you can create. Now I'm going to execute this to see how it will look like. If you see the top one, if you see right here, these are all we are using the sm equals sm 1. And if you see here, column sm2 means you can see easily see the two columns are merged here. This is three columns merged and this is seven column merged. So vice versa we can use in all different ways. And if you see in mobile mode, it will be look like in single straight column because as we are in the mobile mode. In tablet mode, it will look like exactly the same as desktop mode. In next video, we are going to talk about typography. Typography. In web design, typography plays an important role by representing the information in an interesting way. Typography is a feature of Bootstrap for styling and formatting the content like heading, subheading, list, paragraph, aligning, colors. Bootstrap sets some standard on typography. By default, the Bootstrap using a font size called 1run and the line height is 1.5 pixels. So what is 1run is? 1run is nothing but 16 pixels in font size. Run stands for root and EM. Bootstrap uses a native font stack that means uses system fonts. So that selects the best font family for each OS and the devices. We can easily customize the fonts that suit for our project needs. As I already mentioned, Bootstrap has default font size which is using, but we can easily customize that for our project needs. Bootstrap typography. We can define all HTML headings like H1 to H6 in Bootstrap via using CSS class. For example, dot H1 if you put means that H1 what exactly the size for H1 tag is available. It will be available in the class. We can easily customize the heading and subheading in Bootstrap 4 to showcase the display heading in different way. Bootstrap has introduced class called display-1 to display 4 in to stand out more than normal heading. If you want to highlight or mark a particular text, we can easily do with the help of mark tag. In few seconds, I'm going to showcase how the typography will work. I already mentioned about H1 tags. This is the H1 tags from HTML point, and this is the H1 tag from Bootstrap perspective. I have already been updated here, so I can run this. See here, you can see the same class how it look like in the HTML tags. Now I'm going to showcase the mark tag which I already told you in the previous slide. Now I'm saving this. I'm going to run. We'll see the output how it is look like. You can see the highlighted, it's been the light brown color. In next video, we will see how text alignment, text transformation, abbreviation will work in Bootstrap. Now we are going to see how the text alignment class works in Bootstrap. In Bootstrap, we have different classes like text left, text center, text right. Here, I already have the classes which I applied for paragraph tag. And you can see the output, how it will look like. And now, I'm going to showcase how the text transform will work. So, in Bootstrap, we have three types of text transform available classes. The first one is I showcase is lowercase. And now, I'm going to showcase how the uppercase will work. Save it. You can change the text. So now we are going to see the capitalize. How the capitalize will work, we can see now. Let's do this. Now I'm running this. You can see how the capital case is working. Now we will see one more feature called abbreviation. Bootstrap has different style of abbreviations. Maybe here. Abbreviation is nothing but a tooltip. This is a normal one. I'll show how the same thing will work for Bootstrap also. If you have the class initialism, the text will look bit smaller than the normal ABBR. Now I'm going to save this. Okay, run this. If you see, you can see the difference of how the Bootstrap and the normal ABBR is looking like. You can see the text difference with the when I put the initialization, it will look like this. If it is the normal, it will be the normal mode. With this, we are done with our part 1 section of Bootstrap. In next video, we'll discuss more insights about Bootstrap. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.